Hello Cancer, and welcome to your November 2024 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well with you today. So this is for you Cancer if you are Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's also for you if you have just come across the reading and the title resonates and the reading resonates, then absolutely you're welcome to take it. Also, don't forget it's a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Okay, so I've got these beautiful Woodland Warden cards that I'm going to use again today. We started using them last week to find our general energy of the month of November. So let us, I'll move that beautiful crystal. I'm a bit of a crystal obsessive. I love that as popperlight. Move that back a little bit. Okay. Let's find 3 cards. Okay. We have the Mouse and the Buttercup. Innocence. Now imagine that card is like has the energy of the Fool in the actual Rider-Waite deck. We've got the Vulture and Asphodel. Upheaval. And we have the Beaver and Birch. Home. Okay, innocence, upheaval and home. So, sounds like it could be quite an interesting month, Cancer, and maybe related to your stability, your connectedness to your home potentially, or you know, you're working towards creating stability and security in your home. Right, let's have a little look. Some past energy, recent past energy, should I say, using the Rider-Waite deck. We use this to sort of delve a little bit deeper and have a closer look at what's going on in our recent past, our general current energy, and then our future energy. And then we'll find 3 cards for some advice, guidance, help on how to best navigate the month of November. So let's have 3 cards for our recent past energy, or your recent past energy, because I am a Virgo, not a Cancer. So let's have a little look. We have the 5 of Swords. We have the 7 of Pentacles. And we have the Devil. Okay, the 5 of Swords generally speaks of not letting something go, not letting something drop. Being a sword, it's generally something that's on your mind, or some thought, or something that somebody said, and you're playing it over and over in your head, and you're not letting it go. You need to just let it drop for you to move onwards and to work with the energy that's going on within the cards. You need to try and put it down, try and come to some resolution with it, maybe have a little bit of a closer look at why you feel the way that you do, why it's upsetting you the way that it is, and you know, how can you find a way to let it go and drop it. We've got the 7 of Pentacles, and he is assessing his harvest. So he's looking to see whether the work that he's put into something is actually bringing the rewards, the effort that he's putting into something, and that could be your home life, it could be a relationship, it could be work related, it could be career, it could be a new project that you're doing, it could be something small for some and something massive for others. But it's you figuring out that whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy into, reassessing whether that's you know, it's worth continuing with, or maybe you need to switch out and go on a slightly different path with it, just to make it more profitable for you in some way. And then we've got the Devil, and he ties up very much with the 5 of what I've just said with the 5 of Swords. He draws on our lower vibrational energy. So, you know, those emotions, those low vibration emotions such as fear, greed, jealousy, you know, all of those things that don't make us feel good, that anger, the things that sort of keep us down a little bit and sort of fester inside us. Whereas, things like joy and love and happiness, they're the higher vibrational energies, and we need to work towards those. But the devil has a way of dragging us down in some way, and so you may well be with this Five of Swords energy, you're not letting something go, you've got something playing on your mind, and maybe it's creating a little bit of anger inside of you, and looking at this Seven of Pentacles, maybe that's, you need to assess how that's serving you. Is that serving you? Is the time and effort and energy that you're putting into those thoughts, is it doing, how's it serving you? Is it making you feel better? I suspect probably not. And so, we've got the devil here as well, and that's sort of solidifying that, you may be feeling in this lower energetic space at the moment because something is dragging you down and keeping you tied to that devil energy. Let's have a few more cards. That's quite deep to kick off with, isn't it, Cancer? Let's have a little bit of investigate. Again, this could be something small, on a more watered down version of what I've just said for some people, and it could be really amplified for others, and everywhere in between for everybody else. Let's find 3 cards that can show us a little bit more about our recent past energy. That one's just flown. Yeah, 8 of Cups. Need to walk away from it. 2 of Cups and Page of Pentacles. Okay, so the 8 of Cups is walking away from something, walking away and leaving something behind, and that is exactly what you need to do. Or maybe, obviously, we're talking about recent past energy here, aren't I silly? So it's something that you have hopefully done. You've left it, you've walked away from it, and you've started to leave it behind. We've got the 2 of Cups, and that's about a connection with somebody, a deep connection with somebody on an emotional level. You've got that love, that compassion for that person, and I think maybe these thoughts are related to somebody close to you, and you're wanting to let them go, or you're reassessing how you feel about it, because again we've got this 7 of Pentacles directly below it, and you need to reassess how you feel about it, and then if you're wanting to move forward in this connection with this person, then you need to learn to leave it behind. And actually, I think regardless, you've got to learn to leave it behind anyway, because any of these, anger serves a purpose. Anger serves a purpose. It's short, it's sharp, and then you need to move on from it. Some people hold on to these things, can hold on to them, and they can actually manifest. Anger can manifest in a physical form and make you ill. Holding on to bitterness and resentments and any of those lower vibrational things can actually sit in your body and manifest into making you unwell, whether that's mentally unwell because it's causing you lots of stress and anxiety, or in a physical way. So leaving hopefully you've walked away and left this behind, and you're either coming to a resolution with somebody, which I hope is the case, or you're figuring out whether you want to walk away from that situation as well. And it doesn't have to be a significant other. It can be somebody, we can have love for friends, we can have love for people that are really close to us, and a deep connection with people. It could be family. It's somebody that you just need to let this thing drop and take it one way or the other. So we've got the Page of Pentacles, and this, you being gifted a pentacle by the page. So a possibility of something new coming your way in the form of a pentacle. So maybe that's something financial that's going to help you. Obviously, being a pentacle, it's the obvious choice. Help you move onwards, or it could be an olive branch in some description from this person, whatever's gone on with you in the recent past. But I think regardless of whatever, you have got to move on. I'm sorry, I'm just being drawn right up to this Mouse and Buttercup with it's the card of innocence, but it's also the card that's connected to the Fool. It's 0 in the pack, and obviously the Fool has an air of innocence about him as he sets off on a new journey. And I think that's what you need to do. You need to draw a line under it, and you need to start afresh. Start with this fresh outlook, taking a leap of faith, just moving onwards, and just leaving whatever it is that's gone on in your recent past behind you, because now it's time to move forward. You've got this lovely pentacle to work with, and however that manifests for you, hopefully something's come up in your recent past that's been a bit of a gift, that's been able to help you to push forward. And yeah, you're leaving behind all of that negative, low vibrational energy, those low vibrational feelings, and you're moving onwards in an innocent, fresh, new way. So I'd love to know if this resonates with you, Cancer. Obviously, it'd be really nice if you could like the post if you like it. I'd love to have a comment to let me know how it resonates with you, if it resonates with you. And also, I'm trying to grow this lovely little community here, and it'd be really nice if you liked what you saw, that you subscribed, so you can see my other readings, and it helps me grow the channel and get out to other people. So, current energy. We have the 2 of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords, and we have the World. So we have this fresh new start. We've got obviously quite a little bit of sword energy here. We've got the 2 of Swords, which is having a choice to make and not making it. So you may be procrastinating on something at the moment. You may be in a situation where you're not ready to look at your choices because it feels quite overwhelming and quite scary, because as we know, when we make a choice, something changes. We leave one thing behind and we move onwards with the other. Or you could be making a choice out of a handful of things. But whatever it is, you need to make the choice to move onwards, to shift that energy forwards, to really start moving on with your life, because we've got the Queen of Swords here, and she is starting to see things a lot clearer. She's very smart, she's very analytical, she's starting to find clarity of mind. See, in the Queen of Swords, we've got clouds at the bottom of the skyline there, and the sky at the top. It's all become clear. And I think that is what is happening for you. You're starting to find clarity, but you have to stop procrastinating. Try and let that dampen down that feeling of overwhelm, and really try to make that choice to push forward, because you are clearer headed now. You are seeing things for the way that they are. And sorry, I'm just drawn down to the Vulture and Asphodel upheaval, and it may well cause a little bit of an upheaval in life, but you know what? You need it. You need it, because sometimes we need to shake everything up and throw everything up in the air so that they can land in a much better place, in a much more beneficial way for you to then move forwards. And by shaking that energy of life up, then that allows things to move onwards, to move forwards, so that we can grow, so that we can move towards our passions, move towards our joys, move towards all the lovely things in life that we would like to have around us, and whether that's people, material things, home, whatever. So I think you've got to make that choice. You've got to shake things up. You've got to have a little bit of upheaval, because with the upheaval comes actually, looking at our cards here, comes home. So it's necessary to make that choice to get to where you need to be, to get to that place of security, that place of home. So you've got the Queen of Swords. She's clear on what she needs to do. So try and find that clarity. It's there within you, and make the choice, because we've got the World, and the World is the last card in the major arcana. She is the end of the cycle. Throughout our lives, we have all these different cycles. all these different things that we need to work towards, we need to accomplish. We get set off on lots of different cycles in our life, and this is the end of your current cycle. So you've learnt lots of things throughout the cycle. You've been through all the major arcanas. You've picked up knowledge, you've picked up wisdom, you've just absorbed all of this information, and now you're in a place to start anew, to start afresh, to start a new cycle. And so it may involve some upheaval. It may involve some, making some choices that can be quite difficult, but they need to be done, and you need to make them because you've done the hard bit. You've let these thoughts go, these negative ways of being. You've walked away from that, and now it's time to make this fresh start. So, have 3 more cards to clarify. The Chariot, movement energy, very strong movement energy. The Queen of Wands, action energy. And the Two of Wands, you looking where you're going to be. So the Chariot is very much about moving forward at a pace, just really pushing forward with something toward your hopes, dreams, and actually toward your destiny. Because, now you are setting yourself on the right path or where you need to be in this next cycle. And it's going to take some upheaval, it's going to take some choices, but the Chariot is here to show that things are really, if you stay on that path, if you follow the energy, you are heading towards your destiny, the place where you are, or you should or need to be for the next cycle of life. So you really need to just push forward, make those choices. We've got the energy of the Queen of Wands here to help you, to work with you. She is the card of taking action in a really gentle way. Obviously, being the Queen, she's got that very yin energy, so that very introspective energy, that very quiet energy. And so she's making plans with it, within her head, maybe just creating a plan of action rather than just pushing straight forward with it. So maybe this is what you need to be doing at the moment. Obviously, we've got the Chariot, which is giving you the forward momentum. You need to create that plan and just start taking small steps towards where you're going next. And like I say, she's very confident, the Queen of Wands. She's very confident. She's very she knows where she's going, and she knows how she's going to get there, and she's creating the plan. And that's what you need to do. You're creating your plan of action so that it's starting to set the wheels in motion. You're starting to take small steps. You could create a vision board of what it is that you want to do next, or how you're going to get there, some steps of how you're going to get there. And it's just all about putting some energy into things and to help the ball start rolling and to start moving forward. Because we've got the Two of Swords. I always want to say a sword for a wand. Anyway, Two of Wands. And he has got the world in his hands. He can go wherever he wants. The choice is up to him. And so he's now got he's in the amazing position of where to now? What's next? And so you need to be clear on that. You need to find, the Queen of Wands is hopefully going to help you. The energy of the Queen of Wands is going to help you create the plan of action, create where you want to be going next, and where's what path are you going on next to head towards your destiny, your place in the sun, the place that you need to be right now for this next cycle. So that's quite exciting, Cancer. Let's have a look at some future energy for you. Future energy for Cancer. Okay, so we'll have another 3 cards, then we'll have 3 clarifiers. Sorry, I'm not ready yet. I do shuffle a lot, and I do apologise if it's a little bit annoying, but it just helps me to shift the energy and to read better. So let's find some cards. Okay, right. We have the Page of Cups. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so your future energy. Page of Cups. He is he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's very innocent, he's very open, he's very loving and compassionate, and he's not afraid to show it because he's got this air of innocence about him, being the page. And we have the 10 of Swords, and that is you coming to the end of a cycle of stress and anxiety. It may well be that in your future energy something pops up because of the movement that you've beginning to make, the choice, because you're making choices and things are starting to shift. Something may pop up where, you know, it's caused you to have an anxiety spike. But do you know what? It's the 10. So it's the end. So it's the last thing that's going to be really, really stressful for you, connected to what's happened in the past, because you've worked through all of the 10s and you've come to the end. It's the end of the cycle. So it may well be that something pops up. It's going to be a little bit stressful, but it's necessary and it's a blessing, because in the 10 of Swords, he's holding his hand there in the sign of a blessing. So whatever happens, it's a blessing. And don't forget, in the 10 of Swords, the night time is going and the new dawn is coming up. So the new dawn's upon you nearly. You know, you've just got to work through this last little bit and then you're off on the home straight, because the sun's coming out and things are starting to get brighter. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, and that is the card of lack. So whether it is actual lack or perceived lack is up for debate, really. So let's have a little bit of a closer look. I've just shuffled and I've got this out. I've got the 9 of Wands, and he's all about persistence. Oh, we've got another one, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, and we've got the 4 of Cups. I think this is perceived lack or fear of lack, actually. And I think that's maybe what this 10 of Swords is all about. You know, you've made a choice. You're being quite open and sort of going into this in a really sort of innocent, open-hearted way. But then I think you're starting to have a bit of a wobble in your future energy, and it's the fear of lack that is creating the stress around you. But you know, you are on the right path. Things are going in the way that they should. And despite the fact that you may be having a bit of a wobble, you will get through it. You just need to set your mind into a positive frame of mind and just move forward, making some smart choices and really following your intuition. Following your intuition, I think, is key in this, because, you know, your higher self knows where it needs to be right now, and I think you need to maybe take some time to find that connection, which is not easy. I know it's really can be quite difficult when you're in times of stress, but just find ways to quieten your mind, whether that's going out for a walk in nature, whether that's getting on your yoga mat, you know, having a coffee in the garden and looking at the birds in the morning, just finding some way to really help your mind to quieten so that you can listen to yourself, to listen to where you need to be going. Let's have a few more cards just to clarify this. Yeah, we've got the high priestess, the queen of intuition, basically. You need to follow your intuition. It's really important. And we've got the nine of wands here. And he is about being persistent, despite the fact that things may be difficult, things may have felt difficult, they may feel difficult at the moment, and you're a little bit wounded and battered and bruised. You need to keep moving forward, being persistent and knowing that you are going in the right direction because you're listening to your intuition. And you may actually need some help and support in doing this, in building whatever it is that you are working towards, because we have the 3 of Pentacles, and that's about a collection of people, a collective working towards the same common aim, whether that is a family, whether that is work colleagues, whether that is just some friends, just people coming together with skill, the skills that maybe you don't have, some skills that maybe you know, we can't all be great at everything, so maybe people are going to come towards you, those people that are surrounding you with other skills that are going to really help you through this time, to help you see the way forward. We've got the Four of Cups, and he's looking really dissatisfied and not really that thrilled with the Three Cups that are in front of him. So, you know, you may well be feeling this dissatisfaction moving forward in your current future energy, but all is not lost, because you're being handed another cup, another option, another way to think about things, to, you know, to open things up, to help you to move forward. And that could be, you know, whoever's helping you could help you to slightly readjust the way that you're looking at things, and to offer you this opportunity to see things in a different way, or to feel a different way about something, because you're being offered a different direction. So your future energy, you know, it's all about people coming together to help you to move forward, being persistent, taking baby steps in the right way, being open-hearted about the whole thing, you know, letting things sort of try and let people help you, and really being open to just really moving forward from your heart space, your heart center. So following your heart, following your intuition, and not letting these fears of lack overtake you, because obviously we've got our intuition, our High Priestess is here to support you and help you to connect with your intuition. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune as our last clarifier card. So the wheel is starting to turn. Things are starting to change. They're starting to go in a more positive direction. It's a more positive phase. We've had the world, so you're starting a new cycle, and we've also got the wheel, and that's things starting to move forward. It's a card of forward momentum. Don't forget we had the Chariot as well, which is the other big card of pushing forward. So things are starting to change, and things are starting to go in the right direction. There may be a few blips along the way, but it's normal. It's life, isn't it? You know, not everything runs perfectly smoothly and within us. And a lot of it is our perception of things, and just trying to stay in this balanced, place, and not letting things try to overtake us, because things, can't they? So let's have 3 cards for a little bit of help, guidance and advice for the month of November. Took me a minute there. Right. Got the hiccups now. Okay, the Hanged Man. The 6 of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so the Hanged Man is all about looking at things from a different perspective. The Hanged Man has been hanging upside down in the tree of life for a good old time. He's had to be patient. He's waiting for enlightenment. So enlightenment has started to come to you, and you're starting to see things in a different perspective, from a different perspective, in a different way. And also, I think maybe you need to have a little bit of patience, because things don't, happen quickly. You need to just realise that things will all slot into place, and once the energy started moving, things will get there in their own good time. And we can't force things, we can't push things forward as much as we try to a lot. I particularly like that, because I'm very impatient. Things will figure themselves out in their own good time. So be patient, and just be open to things being different than what you expected. So we have the 6 of Cups, and that, I think, for you is coming at the month from a childlike perspective, from an innocent perspective. Don't forget the mouse and the buttercup. Being innocent, being open to just rolling with that lovely energy, and being, not what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of going into things with a little bit of naivety, and just seeing how things work. Having that energy of innocence and naivety, and just, let's just do it. let's see what happens. That sort of energy. So we've got the Queen of Pentacles, and for me, she is all about bringing those beautiful things in life that you want towards you. She's the richest queen in the pack. She's surrounded by all the beautiful things in life, and I think she is here to tell you that to bring all the lovely abundance towards you, you need to be in that place of higher vibrational energy. So to lift yourself in any way that you can, to, you know, be open to manifesting and bringing the things towards you. So feeling gratitude's huge. Just trying to laugh as much as you can, being, you know, joyful, feeling love, all of those lovely, warm, cozy feelings. You know, lifting yourself and trying to find yourself in that space as much as you possibly can to really bring all those lovely things towards you, to find yourself in alignment with what you wish to attract to you. So if that, you know, for you is having, you know, a better social life, getting out and seeing people more, then, you know, you've got to actually, you know, make an effort and go out and have a coffee with someone. The more you do it, the more you'll attract to you. So it's just finding yourself in that higher vibrational state, and also just trying to be in that energy of what you want to attract towards you. So I think that's really great advice, Cancer. I'd love to know what you thought, your thoughts on the reading. Again, be really great if you could like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you again next time.